Hello there, beautiful souls, beautiful humans. If you are a trailblazer, you are a visionary, you are an influencer, you are someone who is here to co-create the new earth paradigm, and you are wondering what on earth is going on, because one minute you are moving through the most beautiful breakthroughs and the most amazing things are happening, and the next minute you're down in the dumps, in despair, in disappointment, in the energies of failure. Stay with me, just give me a few minutes and I'm going to let you know exactly what's going on and how you can actually make the most of the energies that are coming through with this new moon in Cancer, and also this Sirius gateway that we are in currently, and the upcoming Lionsgate gateway, and come out of this in such a way that you can actually elevate yourself to the next level of your Thrive paradigm and stabilize there for your next level of expansion. My goodness, is there so much going on? Not only are we right now in the energy of our soul being blasted with major light codes, and they're coming from our soul sun, from Sirius, which basically, as it aligns presently, is sending us like 23 times more power than our usual sun. And this is our sun for our solar sun, obviously. And what it's doing is it's bringing through a huge purging. And for so many people, it is feeling absolutely challenging, really challenging to stay in the frequency. 1 minute we're up, 1 minute we're down. Now, for those of us who are here to trailblaze the new earth paradigm, I call Paradise Earth. Hello, I am RozyGlow. I am a channel of divine grace. I am the author of this book, Star Peace 101, and I'm a multidimensional mentor. I am a soul empath. I am a psychic soul coach. And what I do is I work with you to connect you to live directly through your soul consciousness rather than through the wounded ego programming that is and has been running the show for so long. And this is the whole point, my friends, is that's what's coming up right now. We have a Saturn retrograde too. And I wanted to actually read you a little bit about that. It's very, very short. And this is going to be a very short little update because I'm inviting you to something. And what I'm inviting you to is the next stage of what is going to allow you to stabilize. So what is happening right now is we are preparing for Lionsgate. I've been saying this for a very, very long time. In fact, a whole year, because this year's Lionsgate is 888. It's a Lionsgate on cosmic steroids. And we are being given the invitation, those of us who are here to co-create the new world, to actually receive the codes we require so that we can thrive. Because we're not doing just the processing for our own selves, for our own bloodlines. We're doing things for the collective. And there are going to be times when it feels incredibly challenging. And for many of us, we want to give up. Now, I know many visionaries, many leaders, many influencers, many architects of the new earth paradigm currently being challenged in all those Achilles heel places. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's love, maybe it's soul purpose, maybe it's self-identity, but there is such a strong spotlight on what is not fully in the higher frequency energies, and that's because we can't take it with us. So, you know, there is this massive oscillation going on between 3D and 5D consciousness, and in order for us to actually stabilize, we've got to go over the 4D bridge. Now, the 4D bridge is the bridge of the mind, and if you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about from your human self and you're still listening, trust me, your soul knows exactly what I'm saying. So stay tuned, because you will come to realize more and more what is going on. There is a shit show going on out there. No denying that is happening, okay? And it is not going to just be happening in the collective. It may well be happening in your relationship. It might be happening in your family life. It might be happening in your friendships or at work. Why? Because there is still all of this density that has to be brought to light. And in us, whenever we ascend to the next level, it's like a computer game. Every level has a new devil. And I read that in someone else's article recently. I was like, thank God someone else is saying what I'm saying here, because that is exactly what happens. You think you know where you're at. You've mastered this manifesting thing. You've mastered this law of attraction. Everything's coming in just as you thought it would be. You're feeling empowered, and suddenly everything changes. It's like the tap stops. What's going on? Where is it all? Well, for us to actually do what we're here to do on this earth, we are requiring codes we currently don't have. Okay, when I say codes, I mean energies, I mean frequencies, activations in our DNA that will come from us connecting to our star families. They will also come from us clearing the density in the crystalline grid beneath us and doing the land work that is necessary. So whether we're doing this through mass meditations online, whether we're doing this through coming together and having physical events, whether we are doing this through doing longer courses online, all of this is about us being able to stabilize at new frequencies. And this is what we're being called to do. So let us bring this through so I can actually show you exactly what is really happening here, because in the energies of this Saturn retrograde, it is actually going on until November. Okay, so I'm reading this from Alex Miles, and honestly, I absolutely love the astrological reports this beautiful soul is coming up with. So Karmic rewards and repercussions. Saturn retrograde brings tough lessons, especially for those who project negative energy or mistreat those with good intentions. Now, just think about what's going on in the collective. Let's just say with politics. Let's just say in certain countries, right? And, you know, this is what's happening. It has to be shown that the good intentions of the collective, to be willing to believe what we are told, in the end, really what we have to see is that what we're being told is a load of lies, and those people who are telling us to trust them aren't really trustworthy. That is the start of the awakening, my friends. Victim consciousness is actually a part of the awakening process. And if you don't think you've got any victim consciousness, just consider who you love to blame and who you love to project on, because this is what happens. If you do any finger pointing towards any individual, you are projecting, okay? So there is this whole concept around judgment, and I heard this from a very wise soul, where we are to learn to move beyond judging individuals and start to be able to be more discerning. If we're going to judge something, we can judge a situation. And there is a big shift right now between the sacred feminine really coming into that energy of holding the frequency of grace and ease. And with the Cancer new moon, it also means understanding that that doesn't mean we're all sweetness and light all the time, sweetheart. It means, if you think about Cancer, hard shell, soft heart, right? We can do what we need to do in order to gather the muscle required to make the changes that are necessary, which are for the highest good of all. And that doesn't mean we lay down and take it all, right? Now, think of that from a woman's point of view as well, because we are rising above being treated like crap by the masculine. We're rising above allowing ourselves to talk to ourselves in negative and horrendous ways. So there's an inner battle going on between, if you like, an evolved sacred feminine energy and a toxic feminine and masculine energy, a wounded toxic and feminine energy. And wherever that's still applying, it has to be brought to light. So this is a big part of what's happening with this Syrian gateway. Now, this goes on till the 7th, which is Sunday. And then on Monday, I am opening the Lionsgate portal with an activation, a new moon masterclass activation, which is to connect us, everyone who's ready, to expand our energetic container to receive the key principles that are required for us to be able to harness these energies. Let's just come back to this retrograde because it's really important. Nothing goes unnoticed in the universe, and karma acts as a cosmic feedback loop, teaching us that our actions and the energy we send out returns in unexpected ways. This period offers an opportunity to rebalance our karmic account by acknowledging past mistakes, taking responsibility, resolving conflicts, and clearing unresolved issues. Saturn also highlights divine timing, showing that life unfolds with wisdom beyond our immediate understanding. Delays in manifesting dreams or goals often serve a purpose. There are lessons still to learn and higher levels of growth to attain. What have you been working incredibly hard towards recently, and it's just not panned out the way you expected? You've got a clear vision, you're following your guidance, which in itself takes tremendous courage and bravery just to listen within when around you everything is saying something different. And you go towards everything you've been guided to do, and it just doesn't show up. It doesn't materialize the way you expect. What's that about? When you look back, it always makes sense, but presently it's not. And this is where the absolute faith is required. I read on. There are still lessons to learn and higher levels of growth to attain. When we break harmful patterns and transcend past mistakes, we are aligned with being abundantly rewarded for our faith, discipline, hard work, determination, and perseverance. I'm going to say that bit again because that's where you can prepare now for the New Moon Masterclass, which, by the way, is free, because what I want to do is get you ready to do something with me that's on a deeper level. And I want you to really have a taste of what is possible. But it is really important for you to understand that the key thing is you keep showing up. Every time there's another bump in the road, it's not there to stop you. It's there to strengthen you to get over it. Remember that. This is really important. And one of the things I'm actually going to be doing when I join you on the masterclass on Monday is revealing the key block that we all keep stumbling across as trailblazers, as those who are the pioneers of Paradise Earth, as those who are co-creating Paradise Earth. It's what gets us every time. And also the 5 sure signs that look like regression but are actually progression and are telling you that your intention is about to manifest. Maybe not as you intend, but certainly the way it is meant to be in the world today. So the question I'd be asking myself right now is, what harmful patterns are important for me to break free from? The other question I would ask is, what past mistakes have I not forgiven myself for, or I haven't taken responsibility for yet, I haven't owned? You want to see the things that are difficult for you to see, okay? You want to ask those you love to help you see things that are difficult to see and not bite their head off because they're actually telling you. And this is this energy around Cancer again, is how, you know, when we feel hurt, we can retract, go into our shell and feel super, super wounded. This is the energy we want to move beyond, okay? It's very important to own how we feel, at the same time to transmute the pain, the hurt, the density into light, to bring the energy up to the heart, to share our truth with love, to draw the line where it needs to be drawn, to have bullshit barriers and fuck up fences where they're required, excuse the swearing if you don't like it, but actually really to develop that strength and that resolve to call a spade, and to not ignore what is right there, glaringly, obviously wrong. And when I say wrong, it is not loving. It is not aligned with love. It is not aligned with ascension. It is not aligned with the highest good of all. No more greater good. We're here to do the whole next level thing. Our whole universe has gone through an upgrade. So this is the invitation. Check out what harmful patterns you're ready to release. Just ask your guides to let you know. Same with the past mistakes. As you're bringing through this Syrian sun energy, you will start to see through your third eye exactly what needs to be done. And this is the preparation really for Monday, and I'll put the link in for you to actually join the masterclass. Now, just to whet your appetite for what's actually coming, let me share this with you now. This new moon is a Lionsgate portal activation for new Earth Trailblazers and co-creators, so that you can access the phenomenal gifts of this 888 Lionsgate, so you can expand your capacity to receive, stabilize in the frequency of thriving, and navigate the challenges of ascension. The 3D to 5D oscillation. All right, this is something that instead of going like this, it's going to start to become a smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller wave for those of us who do the work to clear the density. That's what I'm inviting you to. Not only are we going to go through everything that's required to make the most of the phenomenal gifts of Lionsgate, we're also going to be looking at what it's going to take to increase your capacity to receive, and also to stabilize in the frequency of thriving, and what is required to navigate the challenges of ascension. Once I've taken you through all of that, I'm also going to let you know about some amazing events I'm actually hosting specifically in the Lionsgate portal, because everything that's been happening this year, it's almost been like a repeat of 2020. It's been really, really intense so far, right? This is where we're going into the new paradigm again. This is where we are able to allow ourselves to come into the space where we say, you know what? I ain't doing that anymore. I am not signing up for that anymore. This is where I am. This is what we're doing. Bits of me that haven't wanted to play and come along, keep up. I'm loving you into this new frequency, and this is what we're doing. So I will also be sharing with those of you who show up and sign up to that masterclass, which is free, by the way, as I've said already. I'm going to be sharing with you an activation, okay? And that activation is going to be a light language transmission to connect us to the Star Peace Collective, to start to receive the frequencies of peace on earth. Because this book, my friends, which is not yet available for sale, but it will be soon, I'll let you know how you can make sure that you can access a copy, is the Star Peace Star Maps Blueprint Divine Matrix Activation Manual. If you would like to live from your divine matrix, you want to get activated to live as a heart-centered and soul-activated human, this is the book that tells you how to do it and what is essential, and in what is essential for humanity to make the shift. So here's 2 instructions. 1, if you would like to know more about that and the upcoming free global meditation that will be taking place on the 8th of August, then please go to starpeaceconsciousness.com, go and have a look at the manifesto, sign it, and you will have joined my mailing list. And that is where I'm going to then let you know about what's coming with the meditation and the book. And secondly, check out the link in the box above this and sign up for the masterclass. Now, the masterclass is preceding the full moon event, and the full moon event is the 2nd event in Capricorn. Now, last month I was talking about greed, and literally it was so interesting how no one really wanted to own greed. And here's the funniest thing about the trailblazers, the visionaries, and the way showers. We're not the ones that are the greedy ones, okay? We're the ones that sacrifice ourselves time and again because of other people's greed. We cut ourselves short. We don't allow ourselves to receive. We don't give ourselves permission to have more so we can give more. We're endlessly giving from a very, very, very small supply. And that costs us our energy. And in the end, we get sick and we can't carry on with what we're doing. So that has to stop, okay? That is a very important element of this. So this Capricorn full moon is actually all about the relationship between romance and finances, and how our inner dynamics in our relationships, whether you're in one or not, the dynamics that play out between your masculine and your feminine also play out in your finances and how you feel about money. And it is time we upgrade. Any remnants of toxic or wounded masculine or feminine inside of us have to be brought to light. And I'm going to be explaining much more about that and what it actually takes in the masterclass. So if you would like to participate, please remember to sign up. I'm just going to say again that it's going to be packed full of guidance to support you to make the most of the upcoming energies and how to recognize the signs of regression as progression so you don't give up just before the magic happens. Now, we have been very, very brave. We have been following our guidance. And as I said, we've been tested and tested and tested. When you recognize the tests for what they are, you can come back to the frequency of peace and joy, which is our birthright. And that's what we're connecting to over the next couple of months, July and August, the Sirius gate and the Lion's gate and all the energies in between, super powerful for this. So I will be showing the awesome opportunities that are available to you all. And I'm also going to be working with this light language transmission so that we can activate the Lion's Gate expansion frequencies in all of you. So if you want to know more, sign up to the masterclass. It'll be at 8:08 p.m. UK time. And that is on Monday, the 8th of August, a month before the peak of Lion's Gate. So it's going to be on Monday, the 8th of July, not August, a month before the peak of Lion's Gate. And in the meantime, please go to starpeaceconsciousness.com and sign up to the manifesto. Read it. Let me know what you think about it. What would you change? And know that that is where I'm going to be letting you know about the free event that is taking place on the 8th 'th of August, and I'll let you know everything else in the masterclass. For now, so much love. Hang in there, okay? Because remember, what is going on for us right now is to prepare us to receive so much more of what we desire, okay? But we can't like keep holding on to the old without actually bringing, releasing it so we can bring in the new. We are being tested massively. I've got massive tests going on for me as well. And, it can feel heartbreaking. But this is the point. In many ways, some of you will have also heard that our chakra system is collapsing into one chakra, and it's all here. Everything has to come from the heart. So any remnants of blockages in any other chakras, they're being cleared. And this is what we're being prepared for. So come and find out more about everything I'm talking about on Monday, the 8th of July. That's it. We're in July at 8:08 p.m. UK time. Sign up and I'll see you there. So much love. Take care.